Okay, I'm back with some more Catacomb Kids. Hopefully everything's gonna work this time. In the time since the last episodes I've put up, unfortunately, I tried to record several more episodes, but the sound mix was bad, so none of them were usable. On the plus side, I have had a lot of time to just play the game, find out more things, see more features, test out new features, and see what's different, and form a lot of new impressions. So I'm gonna give some of those as I'm playing. It's a little late at night, so getting a little tired, and I'm gonna try and keep this relaxing, try and not shout too much if anything surprising happens or if any of the grumbles come up on me. But no promises. Anyway, first off, the new art's really great. Can't complain at all about the new sprites, new character art. It's looking really cool. Sorry, I'm distracted a little by these character art. I'm not gonna take Mr. 2 hit points. That's a terrible idea. This guy looks okay. Anyway, some fundamental systems work very differently in this version. As I've said, potions no longer automatically identify over time, which I have mixed feelings about. I don't like, don't always like mechanics that involve large amounts of waiting in games. I think you should really be doing stuff at all times and not wandering back and forth aimlessly trying to get potions identified. On the other hand, the new cost of identifying a potion, aside from using it on yourself or an enemy and just hoping for the best, that's a pretty risky thing to do. And the only other way I know of is to use an intelligence point when you get a stat boost, as I have just gotten here, which again is another very high cost. I'm not sure if I'm totally in love with that new system, but I don't know what I'd suggest as an alternative that doesn't involve waiting. And testing is pretty fun, testing randomly on enemies. Also, this new system of getting a stat point and then having to get a related skill is pretty odd. Not super digging it, not super against it either. But it's a little weird that you can't just get 2 stat points. It's very strange how it locks out one other skill point until you get a relevant skill. Again, I'm a little hazy on how it worked last time, but yeah, it's a little weird. It strikes me as a little odd. Let's try this focus strike. I don't think I've used it before. Always strikes me as a little unwieldy to use in combat, but given how fast things can happen, but I'm sure there is a use for it. Yeah, I've mentioned this before, but the new dash system, where you can double tap left or right to run, makes it a little tricky to sort of take short steps without running, sending yourself smashing into a wall or plummeting off a cliff. Well, I missed my charge shot there, and I'm dead. Well, that's what I get. Maybe charge shot not so hot. Also, maybe I should have read my spell book. I'll do that next time. Sorry again for missing that basic step I should take on every poet character. And again, I don't want to be too negative on this game with my last 2 criticisms, because I really do love this game. It's very fun, very, I don't know, engrossing. I just always want to play every character, just as far as I possibly can. See everything there is to see. I'm sure there's things I either haven't discovered or haven't fully discovered the use for yet. I have discovered that I probably not see it for some time, but the character... Oh my, I think I have a lightning axe, or lightning armor, weird. But replacing the class skill stones from the previous edition of the games are ghosts that you can now find who will teach you special skills, or help you get rid of your existing penalties, or upgrade your class skills, and that's pretty cool. It's very cool to find a ghost sitting around. Oh my armor zapped the water. I got zapped too, but I think it blasted all the fish. Definitely get some defense for softy here. New spells are pretty cool. I've heard some spells, like some of the Dark Arts spells and the Plague spell, works a little differently in the Raid's Dead, but I haven't used them yet. I don't often use those particular spell books, so I'll have to make a little time to test those out. But magic is fun as always. It's great seeing what sort of effects you can cause with freezing enemies or freezing water or setting things on fire. There are a lot of things you can burn in this game. That's pretty fun. Why wouldn't it be? Temporal step, yeah. This one's a little awkward to use, but again, I guess I need to just make myself try these different spells that I'm not accustomed to a little more. So I'm sure there's a use for all these, even if I haven't personally figured them all out. But yeah, Catacomb Kids. I've already gotten a couple of commenters. First off, thanks for watching and thanks for commenting. Expressing interest in the game and wondering why they hadn't seen it before. It did come and go kind of quickly when it had a Kickstarter and a couple of preview videos running, and fortunately the Kickstarter was successful, but unfortunately the only way I know of to play the current alpha build is to have been a backer and to have received it that way. So hopefully this game will become more finished soon, and maybe hit Steam Early Access or some other sort of more open beta or alpha, whatever state it may be in. The developer 4-Bit Friday has sworn that further updates won't take as long as this one. There was quite a few months between the Alpha 002, which was given, I believe, right after the Kickstarter ended, and Alpha 003, which came out less than a week ago. So frequent updates will be great. He's been doing development streams, which you can see on his Twitch channel. You can check out his Twitter, and I'll announce those. I've been meaning to look into those, but I haven't seen one yet. Sounds fun. Ooh, heal. Excellent. Most excellent. Sorry, I'm running my mouth when all these timed effects are happening. My torches are running out. But no big. Anyway, some of the things I know of but haven't tested out yet fully is... Oh, darn it! For some reason I didn't catch that far ledge when I ran into that pit. I think it's because I was dashing. 4-Bit Friday, I'm not in love with this dash effect. I still love you though. You're still good. Thanks for the game. Okay. Anyway, certain rooms have magic blue torches, and some sort of giant, terrible Grim Reaper will come and attack you if you stick around in there, and I haven't messed around with that because he's a tough customer. I don't much like fighting the Reaper. And one time, I found a mouse friend. I have no idea what he does. I thought he was an enemy, but he didn't hurt me when I walked up to him. He seemed to periodically sort of turn invisible from his own, or become hard to detect because of his sneaky mouse abilities. So I don't know what that's supposed to be. I got a distinct feeling of all the helper animals in Super Metroid. I thought he might be trying to teach me something, but I don't know. I don't know what the mouse friend does, but he was cool. I saw him sneaking around in one room and never saw him again other than that one time. It was very cool. Just seeing something that's not instantly out to kill you in this game. Or maybe it was. Maybe I just didn't know it. Anything's possible. It's Catacomb Kids after all. Ow. What happened? Who hurt who? Let's drink this. Okay, oh, zapped. Electricity doesn't always seem to harm me, but it definitely puts this stun effect on me. It's a little irritating if you have an electrified weapon or armor. If you go anywhere near water, it will electrify you. You'll get zapped, which so will everything else in the water, so that's kind of nice, but very tricky to manage. I've probably mentioned this before. Actually, I completely forget if it was a lost episode or not now that I think about it, but one of the really great things about this game is all the interactions, the strange things that can happen, the hijinks you could get into, all the things that can be set on fire, or cooked, or steamed, or crushed and broken, or what have you. Yeah, I'm finding myself falling into the same old habits in this game. Should really branch out, try some of the weird, different skills. It's hard when you're playing a game as scary and dangerous as this, when you want to take every advantage you can. As soon as you figure something out, you don't want to take any dangerous risks. Well, that was redundant, but don't want to deal with any unknowns if you can help it. Alright, I might be able to beef up my poor hit points if I can snag a final green slime somewhere. Where is everything? Okay, it's time to go. Once again, I have not encountered weapons breaking in this game at all, and it used to happen with some frequency in the Alpha 002, so if that doesn't happen anymore, you know what, I'm not going to miss it too much. And if it happens much less, you know, good on you, 4-Bit Friday. You're a good man. In the last version, it was very good to be switching your weapon whenever you found a new one, just for the sake of not breaking your weapon at an inopportune time, always having a fresh set so you wouldn't wind up with a broken tool. It's really heavy lifting. Now I know some objects. Oh! Yikes! Well, there's my green orb. I'm gonna die before I can use it. No, I'm not!
Someone there!
Time to use this potion. Oh, no, I'm dead. Well, that was fun. Anyway, I guess the final impression I should leave you with is I really wish you could play this game, because it's great. Looking forward to seeing more new stuff, both from this build and in future builds. And yeah, keep an eye on this one. Wish I could find that ghost sometime, but I cannot get too far. Well, thanks again for watching, and bye guys.